Hello, YouTubers, and welcome back to another episode of The Grandstand here on the Ohio Patriot Education Network YouTube channel. I am, as always, your host, AR, the Ohio Patriot. And for today's episode, we're going to basically do this as a response to Langley Outdoors Academy and that dude's recent video about how, what would it take for, how would you put it now? Yeah, Biden demands it, what it would take for Saltman's ban to become law before year's end. So I'm going to call you out on that one, Braden. Nothing, because they don't have the fucking legal authority to do it, you dipshit. That's the entire point, dude. And I've had a problem with Langley Outdoors Academy for a long fucking time, dude. His Fed boy looking ass, honestly. This dude has gotten multiple things wrong. Literally a 5-minute search could have told him in the past year that Ohio had multiple bills on deck to get a constitutional carry, and his dumbass didn't bother doing that fucking work. I called him out on that one a couple times on this channel before this. And, yeah, it's just a bunch of crap entirely, man. So, first and foremost, Biden has no legal authority. He's the fakest motherfucker ever. He's a cheating piece of shit. I've called him out multiple times at this point, dude. I'll continue to call it out. Randolph Warnock and John Ossoff have no legal authority to be in the U.S. Senate right now because they both cheated their way into office. Anything any of these cocksuckers put their name to is automatically null and void, period, under the Marbury versus Madison of 1803 Act. Not to mention, all the other gun control in this country should be the same at this point, deemed not constitutional, based on that particular court ruling back in the 1800s. And that's the point, man. You have any of these people, like this, seriously, the second any of them call for fucking anything, dude, whether it be an assault ban or anything else for that matter, any kind of gun control, dude, they should immediately be arrested by fucking federal agents or police or whatever at that point, military, doesn't really matter, honestly, dude. They should have the cuffs slapped on them and be like, Joseph Biden, you're under arrest for high treason against the American people. You have broken every oath to office, etc., etc. And now you're going to jail. That's what it is. Same thing with Warnock, same thing with Ossoff, same thing with Pelosi, Schumer, etc., dude. Every single one of them sure I've been arrested multiple times over for this shit, dude. Because every single thing that they're doing is high crimes against us as a country, dude. Every single countryman in this fucking nation. They are committing high crimes against us right now. And then when you got fucking little pedophile fuck asswipe piece of shit Biden today bitching and moaning about like, oh, it's sickening that these are still out there and shit. This was a, we're going to read this article here. It was a New York Post article. Ass clown Biden vows to push ban on semi-automatic guns, claims it's just sick that they still exist right now. No, what's sickening is that you have fucking piece of shit bodyguards behind you who are not arresting you for fucking high treason, you cheating fuck. And that's the entire point right now, dude. And honestly, I'd see the same thing with all these firemen over here in the corner in this picture right now, dude. Every single one of those guys should be fucking dogpiling this motherfucker and slapping handcuffs on his ass right now, dude. Because he's a cheating sack of shit, dude. He has had no legal authority to do anything in this country for the past 2+ years now, dude. Him, Kamala, any of them, dude. And I would go as far as to say I think Pelosi has cheated her way back into office dozens of times now. The same thing with Eric Swalwell. The same thing with every fucking Democrat from California at this point, dude. And probably a lot of those rhinos like Kevin McCarthy as well, for that matter, dude. I guarantee none of these fuckers are holding power legitimately in this country, dude. And that's the entire point. And even if they were, or even if they are, again, they have no legal right to try to push for anything. Because it directly infringes upon the oath that they have sworn to uphold to the U.S. Constitution the day they fucking take office. And that's what pisses me off at state levels too, man. You have all these motherfucking oath breakers out here, which oath breaking itself should be a fucking high-level felony, not to mention deprivation of rights under color of law should be a fucking federal death penalty felony. Because that's what these fuckers are trying to do right now, dude. They're trying to deprive us of our constitutional rights to keep and bear arms because their entire fucking end game is to kill us all. There's a reason why it's called democide, death by government. Because their end game is to literally create a fucking Nazi Germany style bunch of death camps in this country and fucking execute us all against the fucking wall, dude. And I'll be goddamned, 3 years ago after being federally swatted by some fucking asscock Yang supporters, if I will ever bow down and suck a government's dick ever again, dude. I will never be put to my fucking knees ever in this country, dude. After that bullshit. When I had 2 fucking Fed boys come out to my house and tell me to my fucking face as they were leaving, we wasted 6 days on this. Yeah, because you're a bunch of fucking tyrant cocksuckers who love to fuck with people's constitutional rights, even though you know you're in the fucking wrong, you sacks of shit. Fuck you boys. I am so fucking sick and tired of it, dude. I am so fucking sick and tired of it right now. And I think so many other Americans are as well, dude. And that's why we need to fucking balkanize at this point, dude. That's what this shit's going to lead to, honestly. I'm going to say it like it is, dude. Any of this fucking BS AWB crap, dude, is going to lead directly towards a balkanization in this country, dude. Not to mention the fact that when you look back at the original 94 Sullivan's ban that Bill Clinton and company put through, dude, that was unconstitutional too. And it was deemed as much in courts. The only reason it wasn't overturned is because you had a bunch of activist judges who fucking Clinton appointed to various roles who were like, oh no, all these court challenges against this. No, we're going to knock this and be like, no, it's not. We're going to make sure it stays in place for 10 years now. And the entire point was, that was basically their entire ruling was like, oh, well, it has a 10-year sunset clause on it. It's only 10 years, bro. It's only 10 years of your life where you can't own a fucking gun, where you can't own any particular gun that we say you can't own, even though we don't have legal authority to actually push such a thing. And that's the entire point, man. These fuckers have been depriving us of our rights for decades. Biden has had fucking multiple brain surgeries and had scoops of his fucking brain, chunks of his fucking brain scooped out to stop him from dying of aneurysms in the 1990s, dude. The guy is not mentally capable to be holding any office, even if he did supposedly win legitimately, which he didn't. And that's the entire thing, dude. 80 million my fucking ass, bro. More like 8 million of a bunch of fucking retards, bro. And that's the thing. And this is why I've said before, dude, we need to have recall voting on every seat of power in this country, dude, up to and including presidency at this point, man. Because you know damn well, if that was the case, man, there'd be a lot of motherfuckers removed from office right now, dude. There'd be a shitload of congressmen, a shitload of senators, et cetera, dude. It's just like the same bullshit in Georgia now with that fucking fake-ass runoff again, dude. There is no way that Warnock even got 49% at this point, dude. You look at the Kemp-Abrams fucking results there, it was like Brian Kemp 60-something% or whatever, dude. It would have been the exact same fucking determination for Herschel Walker. There is no way people don't vote down ticket at that point, dude. Where it's like red for governor, red for fucking U.S. Senate. So yeah, there's so much fucking fuckery going on. There's not even funny, dude. Not to mention we got Mark Kelly fucking stealing in the Arizona Senate seat again. You got fucking that one bitch stealing the fucking one in Nevada. And that's the thing, dude. Like, I've said it for the last year or more now, dude. We need to stop looking at the federal government as any kind of legitimate at this point, man, because they're not, and they haven't been for at least 2 years at this point. Since they locked us down, since they fucked with our lives. And since they've killed many, like, seriously, how do we not have Nuremberg trials at this point, dude, for these fucking people, when they have literally murdered millions of Americans in 2020 alone through various methods? It just blows me away, dude. It really does. It absolutely just flabbergasts me. And it just infuriates me to no end, honestly, dude. And that's the thing. I don't get pissed. I stay pissed. That's the big difference, dude. I go to bed pissed and I wake up pissed. And I have dreams where I'm pissed, honestly. But that's the whole point, man. It's a bunch of shit, honestly. Like, it's just a bunch of crap, dude. They can't get it done, dude. It's just like the other bullshit that they tried to push earlier this year, where you had a bunch of rhinos like Rob Portman and stuff like that jump on board it. All these motherfuckers are retiring. They should have no legal authority in the U.S. Senate right now. Honestly, I'll see it like it is, dude. Anything right now, truthfully, this is how our government should work at any level, especially at a federal level. It should go, you have until this amount of time to do anything. After this, you have no time left. And that's how it should be right now, dude. These lame duck ass sessions right now going on currently, dude, are bullshit. These people should have no power at all left anymore, dude. You had fucking several years to get shit done. You didn't get shit done? Too bad. Fuck you. Go away now. The fact they have like a week to push this crap right now, dude, before they go out for various sessions of like, you know, holidays and shit like that's what it is. Like, nah, bro. You have no time left. Fuck you. Get the hell out of here. And that's why they're pushing this shit, dude. That's exactly why they committed these fucking false flags, like the Club Q shooting, like this fucking one in Virginia and stuff like that, etc., dude. Like the UVA shooting last week and stuff like that. And you'll notice conveniently these happened right after midterms after they found out they got their asses fucking handed to them and are going to lose an entire chamber now. It's like, oh shit, got to do stuff now. Oh, got to activate all them Ultra guys now. That's exactly what they're doing right now, dude. They're activating a bunch of fucking agents, dude. They're trying to commit as much fucking chaos as possible right now so they can do exactly what they did after Uvalde, where you had a fucking hundreds of cops just stand around and listen to kids get killed in a fucking classroom, dude. And what do they do after that? They passed a bunch of unconstitutional shit then that they had no legal authority to do to begin with. And that's what I'm saying. I am so sick and tired of these fucking people in the so-called Second Amendment community, these fucking various, nationwide orgs and stuff like that, doing nothing. They always go on the back foot, dude. They always go on offense. Or sorry, they always go on defense. Go on fucking offense for once, dude. Knock their fucking lights out with a right hook and shit, dude, and be done with it. Pre-sue the shit out of them, for God's sakes. Like, fuck waiting to lawsuit people, dude. Pre-sue them. You got fucking cocksucker Bloomberg and shit trying to go after mag companies and everything else like that after all these attacks, dude. Fucking go after Bloomberg's ass right now, dude. Go after fucking Biden's ass. Go after these fuckers financially, dude. Go after them with personal lawsuits, for God's sakes. Like, this is the entire point, man. The fact that you have the U.S. military refusing to do its job and step in and start holding military tribunals for all these motherfucking cheaters in this country, dude, is ridiculous. And that's what I'm saying, dude. Military's not on your side. Fucking none of these people are, man. None of them ever have been, honestly, dude. Hell, most military men and women don't give a shit anymore, dude. The only thing they want is that fucking GI Bill for free college is what it is, dude. That's why most of them join up, actually. Hell, I was talking to my cousin's stepdaughter here in the past year or so, and the girl was saying, because it was like, 2020 was when she was talking about going into the military, because she would have joined last year, that's what it was. And I was like, why are you going to join the military? And she's like, oh, I need money for college. Like, what the hell kind of stupid shit is that, dude? That is not a good reason to ever join anything, dude. That just proves you're a moron, is what it is. Especially when you got all these damn proxy wars going on right now, dude. Then I heard Ghana is going to do fucking, going to apparently start buying oil and gold instead of US dollars. So there goes our economy. There goes the petrodollar. If they're able to pull that shit off, dude. And I guarantee other countries are going to start doing the same at this point, man. And honestly, the fact that we are sitting here as a country right now, and this is something I've called the General Assembly of Ohio right now to do several times, dude. Pass legislation to legalize gold and silver as U.S. tender that can be used as such, dude. And I would say the same thing for every other state out there right now, dude. Save yourselves from a fucking fiat dollar collapse right now. Do what needs to be done and actually make sure that we're not fucked in the ass when it's all said and done, dude. Because that's what's going to happen very soon, honestly, dude. When we have America hyperinflate to the point of Venezuela, dude, yeah, we're going to be fucked in the next year or so, dude. If this shit continues on the way it's continuing on right now, dude, we are fucked as a country entirely, man. I don't know. I'm just fucking over it, man. I'm just sick and tired of all of it. And like I said, to me, it's a bunch of shit. It's a bunch of shit all the way around. You got people refusing to do their jobs. You got people refusing to fucking... Hell, I mean, they did fucking studies with the U.S. military here in the last, 10, 20 years now or so. And it seems like every generation coming up faster and faster, it goes from the point of, would you fire upon U.S. citizens, from no to yes in a very quick succession is what it is, dude. And I'm talking about legitimately a generation where it was 90% were no. And then the next generation, it was 70%. The next generation, it was yes, most of the cases, 60, 70% of the people were saying that shit, dude. The only ones that weren't are the high level generals and stuff like that have been there forever is what it is. It's all these young cadets that will, though. And that's what I'm saying. It's going to be those motherfuckers trying to keep people's doors in in the coming future and stuff like that, dude. And it's not good. And this is something I don't know if I've talked about this or not actually on this channel or not, but I'm going to say it right now, actually. This is something I was going to mention last night with a few people in the back chat, actually. So the way I've been looking at things right now, especially if we would balkanize as a country and stuff like that, and potentially revolution stuff and whatnot, you have a lot of military vets in this country that I believe would be the de facto leaders of stuff. You can't tell me that there wouldn't be some door kicks in doors being kicked in at like 2:33 a.m. and some bullets in people's heads at that point, dude, because they would be the de facto leadership. And it would be the ones that would be the guys that would be the actual, operators and stuff like that were like squad leaders and shit like that in the shit. Actual combat vets and stuff like that. They're still alive in this country. There's a great series out there called The Terminal List. And I believe, truthfully, honestly, the way that show goes, it would be something similar to that, honestly, dude. Where you would just have some random, like, CIA fucking people or whatever just going around and, suppressing some handguns. And it's just like, psh, psh, done kind of thing, dude. Or it'd be some mercenaries or whatever you want to say at that point. If they would be hired and stuff to do that shit is what it would be. And that's the thing, dude. That's why the government's scary as fuck, honestly, dude. If they want you dead, you'll be dead. And there's a reason why Obama and company, passed the NDA, indefinite detention stuff, dude. They want to, they can kick your fucking door in at 2 o'clock in the morning, dude, throw a black bag over your head and drag your ass off to some black site where never be heard from again. And that's on U.S. soil, by the way. And you have no constitutional rights because of that shit, dude. Even though that shit itself is unconstitutional as fuck at this point, dude. Honestly, Obama was the worst president ever in this country, dude. The worst legitimate president, I should say. Because obviously we know Biden is an illegitimate piece of shit at this point. So, I don't know. Like I said, I'm just fucking done with it, man. I'm just over all of it. Thanksgiving was a good day, honestly. But the bullshit going on in our country right now is just unbelievable. And I think so many people are finally waking up to the tyrants and the tyranny going on right now. And I'm hoping that we're going to see this fucking mass awakening very soon, dude, but I don't know if it's going to come or not. And if it does, I don't know if it's going to come too late or not, dude. Because I think the way things are going right now, it's almost too late right now, honestly, dude. It might already be too late at this point, honestly, dude. And that's what saddens me the most, dude. And then you look at people like, Jason David Frank, the Green Ranger, who potentially took their own lives this week. And, it makes sense people are opting out now is what it is, dude. Because they were like, the despair is real. It's like, what's the point anymore, Just to be clear on that one, I am not suicidal. And if I ever come up dead and they try to claim it's suicide, they fucking killed me. And by they, I mean the U.S. government, dude. Probably Hillary Clinton herself, actually, would be that point. Or maybe just Biden and company is what it would be. But either way, like, they killed me. I did not kill myself. So I want to point that one out and make sure that that's definitely clear on that one, man. So anyway. But, yeah, that's pretty much what it is right now. And like I said, it's a bunch of crap all the way around, dude, that you have these fucking people who don't care about our constitutional rights, have never cared about our constitutional rights, are some of the biggest oath-breaking pieces of shit in office right now, and have still not been removed from office right now. It's just fucking irritating as fuck, dude, is what it is, honestly. And I believe that so many people are finally waking up to that factoid of stuff that it's just like, why is this continuing to go on? Like, why are we, the people, letting this shit continue to go on, honestly? And I think we know the answer to that. And it really does go back to the whole January 6th thing, dude. It's like, when they've been fucking with people's lives on that shit for, who knows how long at this point? Fucking years is what it is, dude. And over what? Over some people walking into an actual fucking building that their tax dollars help pay for? Like, Jesus Christ, dude. It just, oh my God, man. Like I said, it's just too much, man. It really is. It's just insanity. Just pure insanity. And the sad part is that people don't even care anymore, dude. It seems like. And that's my thing. Maybe I care too much is what it is. I don't know. I'm just over it. Have been for a while. And I think now it's just the time that it's just finally, last straw kind of shit, I guess is the best way to describe it, dude. It's like I finally reached my breaking point, and here it is, ladies and gents. So, I don't know, man. I'm hoping we can get better as a country, but I really don't know. I really do not know. I think we're definitely heading for bad times, though, is what it is. And I think we're heading for very dark times in this country as well, dude. And, the worse it gets and the worse we let it get, it's just going to be worse when it finally does hit, Like that's the thing. Even going back in history, if we properly did inflation in this country, and it was just like some like like very slow trickle or whatever kind of thing, or not what am I saying? Not very slow trickle. If we did it the proper way, to where we would have just let the shit fall like a while ago, and I'm talking about like a decade and a half or so, give or take. Like basically the 2008 housing market crash would be the best example of this. If we had just let everything go to shit then, we would be a much better off nation now, dude. Like, yeah, it would have sucked for everybody for a while. You would have had to tighten your belts and everything else like that. And that's the problem with government, dude. They refuse to tighten their fucking belts because they're some of the biggest pieces of shit out there, dude. They pay every single person that's in Congress and Senate pays no taxes, dude, ever. It's like, why the fuck would they care when they're fucking with the American people's money is what it is, dude. When they're putting our grandchildren, our great-grandchildren, our great-great-grandchildren into fucking, trillions of dollars of debt in the future. Oh, let's kick the can down the road again. Let's keep kicking the can down the road, bro. Like, fuck you. It's about time to kick it right back in your fucking faces, honestly, at this point, dude. And that's what I'm saying, man. Like, it's just fucking ridiculous. Entirely. That... It just burns me, dude. It really does. It just burns my fucking, soul, I guess is the best way to describe it right now, dude. Because that's how I kind of feel, honestly. It's like it just irks the shit out of me, man. And I think that's the same way with a lot of people right now. They're just getting pissed. And they have a right to be pissed right now, man. When you have people fucking with your livelihood and everybody else's livelihoods, and nobody seems to give a fuck that that's going on daily. It's like, what the hell, man? Like, wake the fuck up. Fight back. Sue. Etc. Do something, for fuck's sakes. That's why I talked about people running for office last year. Unfortunately, not many took the fucking, advice is what it was. And unfortunately, because of that, you have basically nobody holding power right now. So, yeah, it's just not fun. And like I said, I think there's a lot of people that just don't get it, man. There are some that do, and I'm glad for that. But there are so many that don't. And I think, unfortunately, there's far more that don't get it than actually do get it. And it just saddens me. It really does. It saddens me to see what has become of this country, dude, in my own lifetime, where you have people that just don't even give a fuck anymore, it seems like. And I understand, man. It's like, it's one of those things where, you get down on yourself and you get, to that point of just like, what is it all for? What does it all mean? What the hell's the point anymore kind of thing and shit like that. But like, again, if we did things correctly, it wouldn't need to be like that. We could just have the country that we deserve. But that's the thing. We have to fight for that, dude. And I think there are far too few that actually want to fight for it, is what it is. And it's sad. It really is. You have so many people who just want to take the easy way out, who just want to do nothing. Fuck around, just pull a bunch of shit or whatever, dude. And it's like, bro, like, at what point do you stand up and take a fucking stand against this shit? Is it going to be when they're kicking your fucking door in at 3 a.m.? Is it going to be when they're putting a gun to your wife or girlfriend's head or your child's head? Like, that's the thing. I think that's what a lot of people is going to be, dude. It's going to be something where you have the fucking Fed boys at their own fucking front door at that point, man. And that's the thing. It doesn't have to be violent. We could take this country back at this point legally in the court systems. We have the fucking people in place right now. Nobody wants to do their job, though, is what it is, man. Because that's the thing. It takes money to actually do lawsuits. And it just bothers me. It just bothered me so much, man. I don't know what the solution is, dude. revolution, maybe. I don't know. I'm just joking, obviously. Just so we're clear on that one, that is a joke. It's not not an actual thing, dude. You know, just for the lawyers and stuff out there, that is a joke. It's not fucking me, actually calling for a revolution or anything. Sad I even have to say that, but it's fucking case anymore, dude. But no, I definitely think we're going to see balkanization though in the coming year or so is what it'll be. And I think it's because people are finally just going to have enough. They're finally just going to be like, nope, fuck this shit. This, what these people have been saying about this government being illegitimate is true. Is what it is. And it's finally going to be that finally sparks something, dude. Maybe it'll be generic. Maybe it won't be. Who knows? I'm hoping it will be grassroots, honestly, but you never know, man. It's hard to say anymore with fucking people and, government interference and shit like that in different matters and just all kinds of, agent provocateurs and all that shit like that is what it is. It's yeah. It's all over the place anymore, man. It's really, really hard to see who's actually legit and who's not at this point, man. And that's my thing. Like there are a handful of people I still do trust with my life, but that list is very, very, very small, man. And it's because of that reason. Because it's hard to know who to trust, man. If you've been with me in back chats before and stuff like that as a regular, you know who's trusted, man. And if you haven't been, there's probably a reason for that, is what it is. Or if I wait to say something to other people when you're not there, like there's a reason for that again, because it's like, I don't know if I trust you or not, man. So, but anyway, it's a whole thing. And like I said, I think we're definitely heading towards a time period in history right now where you're going to see some interesting things happen in a very quick succession. And I think there's going to be some weird shit that happens in a very quick succession as well. And I believe that when you finally see the differences between those time periods, you're going to see a lot of people realize, like, oh, that's what it was about. Like, that's what we were fighting for, kind of thing. And it's like, yep, exactly. That's what we were fighting for, man. And I think that's the problem with so many individuals is that they don't want to fight. They don't like, and again, and I'm guilty of this myself, honestly, in some cases, because it's like, I'm a broken guy, man. Like, I'm seriously like health issues, like, do I want to go fight a physical war with people? No, I don't. And that's the whole point. And we shouldn't have to. Because our fucking government shouldn't be trying to make us fucking do that shit, dude. Because they shouldn't be trying to put us into a fucking corner where it basically forces our hand to do that kind of thing. And if they try to do that shit, again, there should be actual fucking stopgaps in place, specifically federal agents, sheriffs, cops, etc., military, that steps up off its fucking ass and does their fucking job to remove these people, dude. And that's the entire problem right now. Is those lazy fuckers don't want to do their goddamn job. You sit there and swear an oath to the Constitution and y'all broke it. Day number 1, bro. Because you refuse to do your job to remove these fucking people out of office. And that's the problem right now, dude. When people do not want to do their jobs, when people do not want to do their actual work, there's a reason why they need to be fired. There's a reason why we, the people, hold the ability as a voter bloc to remove people from office. Because it's our sworn duty to protect this nation. And that's the entire fucking point, dude. Like, so many people have forgotten that, I think. And I think that's the biggest issue right now. We are their bosses. They're not our bosses, dude. And that's the problem right now. They think that's that way. And it's not. It's the opposite way of that. It's us. We, the fucking people, are their damn bosses. They're representatives of us. And until we fucking get back to square one with that shit, nothing's ever going to change. And this is why I've said for several times now, dude, we need to introduce legislation at this point for a 20th Amendment to the Constitution, dude. And it literally would read something along the lines of age limits, health limits, term limits, as well as automatic disqualifications both from office and from holding office. And those things would be if you have done anything that directly infringes upon the Constitution, up to and including the Second Amendment, where you're pushing for gun control and stuff like that, or you're running for office on those kind of platforms, you're done. You are arrested on the spot for deprivation of rights or color of law, and you're never getting out of jail after that, dude. And it would be so fucking simple. But that's the problem. People don't want to do that. People don't want to spend their fucking time actually doing their sworn oath. And that's the biggest problem right now. When so many folks don't want to do their job, what the hell's the fucking point anymore, man? Is there even a point anymore? Is there even a point to keep this constitutional republic alive and well anymore, dude? It's coming to the point where it might not be, honestly, anymore. And I hate to say that, but it's true, man. I don't know. I'm just sick and tired of it, dude. I'm just sick and tired of all of it. And I think so many others are as well. You know, I'm out here willing to say it, though, is what it is. A lot of them are not. And it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that people don't want to actually discuss this, dude. Because I think if more were, you would have my sentiments be echoed. And you would have way more people on board with, hey, it's time to fucking tell the federal government to go fuck itself now, dude, is what it is. And it'd be that simple, dude. But anyway, I don't know. I don't know how things are going to go in this country, dude. I think we're heading for bad times ahead for sure. And I think, unfortunately, with the way things are going anymore, it's just going to get worse and worse and worse until there's finally just a snap. And, you know, I don't know what that's going to look like, honestly, right now. I don't know if it's going to be full-blown balkanization, if it's going to be secession by multiple states in a row. I mean, hell, you got Texas that has the referendum on the table right now, the next couple of years and stuff, dude. So, I mean, maybe they kick it off. Maybe 2024 is the last election cycle ever in this country. I don't know. It's just it's hard to express properly how I really feel about this whole situation, dude. It's just like, I know how I feel about it. It's just really hard to, like, you know, bring my thoughts to the table without it being something where it's like, I don't know how to worry about getting federally swatted again, kind of thing is what it is, dude. But yeah, it's just like, it's pure frustration is what it is, man. And like I said, I think a lot of people are just frustrated. And they have a right to be right now, dude. You know, we've had our country be fucked with. We've had the American people be fucked with. We've watched our family and friends be killed by fucking tyrannical government. And, you know, there's so much fuckery going on right now. Hell, even in Arizona there, as far as I'm aware, you got them refusing to certify for Carrie Lake, even though she clearly won because of all the fuckery in Maricopa County there. And they were claiming like, oh no, it's Katie Hobbs that totally won this, even though she totally didn't. And the fact that this is the problem in Tyler right now, right, with election cycles. If you are the Secretary of State of a fucking state, you should not be able to run for office for governor, dude, period. Or if you're going to run for office for governor, you should immediately be removed as Secretary of State at that point and be replaced by somebody else. Whether that be for 6 months or 8 months, whatever it is, dude, does not matter. You know, special election, whatever it is there. That's how it should be right now. The fact that Katie Hobbs was still Secretary of State of Arizona while running for governor to where she could fuck with the election results. No, that bitch should be disqualified on the fucking spot, and Carrie Lake should be deemed the winner based on that alone. There is far too much fuckery. And like I said, in multiple of these states, dude. Arizona, New Mexico, Nevada, California, all of them, dude. Georgia's another one. Pennsylvania's another one. And this is the problem when you don't actually fucking deal with your election bullshit after 2020, dude. When you don't put the ability to stop fuckers from cheating again in place. And this is a lot of the reason why I'm so fucking frustrated, dude. Because we're just continuing to see this fuckery going on. And nobody seems to care enough to actually bring the damn lawsuits. You know, there's a reason why I said the other day, if the city of Columbus tries to push this fucking local gun control crap, I will sue Andrew Ginther and Zach Klein and Shayla Favor and the rest of these ass clowns down there into the fucking ground, dude. Because I have had it. I have had it with these fucking oath-breaking cunts at this point, dude. Enough is enough of these douchebags being able to hold fucking power in this country, dude. They are some of the biggest sacks of shit in our entire nation. And they have no legal authority. Period. And that's the problem right now, dude. And yeah, I would love to see this country have an amicable split right now. If we could have a peaceful divorce with nobody dying, I would love to see that. It's not going to happen though, because they're not going to let it happen. And that's the thing. They want it to be violent, dude. They want the most violent revolution possible in this country, dude, because then it would justify them deeming all of us as terrorists. I mean, hell, you've already had the fucking Fed boys at this point create the bullshit definitions of domestic violent extremist and militia violent extremist in the past couple of years. That's for us. That's for the American patriots of this country, dude. That's what they think of us as now. Even though they're the ones that actually are the fucking extremists. They're the ones that actually are the fucking terrorists. They're the ones that are the cheaters and the thieves in this country, dude. They're the ones raping fucking kids every day of their shitty lives is what it is. Hang on. I gotta deal with some fucking bot. God damn it. You know what, YouTube? Why don't you fucking deal with your goddamn bots is what it is. For real. All right. That shit's really starting to piss me off, by the way. It's like every time I seem to have one of these at some point, like one of these damn bots comes popping up in here. And I gotta shift my focus to deal with that, and I lose my train of thought is what it is. But not seriously, though. Train of thought's back on. The entire problem is when you have tyranny being allowed to survive for as long as it has, dude, and just fester and fester and fester and fester and fester for decade after decade, et cetera, that is why our country is in such a shit show right now, dude. Because you've had these fucking people that should have been thrown out of office and imprisoned decades ago continue to be allowed to fuck around with our nation, dude. Continue to be allowed to hold office in this nation. Even if they didn't win legitimately. And it's like, bro, at what point do we're just like, no, fuck all y'all? You know? And I think it's like what it is right now. And like I said, I think there's going to be a lot of changes happening here in 2023, dude. You're going to see general assemblies like mine here in the state of Ohio. We're now more red. And I'm hoping to see a lot of shit change, dude, in the state. And I would love to see Ohio start a wave of putting Democrats in prison at this point, dude. For all the shit they've done at the state levels and stuff like that, man. And I think, unfortunately, there's going to be a bunch of pussies who refuse to actually do their job is what it is, dude, because they're some of the biggest rhino cunts out there entirely. And that's a problem, you know? When you have people who are in positions that they could potentially do their due diligence and do their sworn oath to office that are refusing to do their sworn oath to office, you know, that's a huge problem. That's a huge problem for everybody, man. And it's unfortunate that, you know, we don't have recall voting. It's unfortunate that you don't have the ability to just simply remove people from office at every single level in this country. Because that's what it should be, honestly. If you're going to be breaking your oath to office, if you're going to be doing all kinds of shady shit and criminal stuff, shouldn't matter if it's a misdemeanor or a felony. You should be removed from office, dude. Period. And that's what I'm saying by the end of the day. It's just some of my thoughts for today. Hopefully I'll be doing the 2A cast tomorrow. I don't know yet. It depends if this video gets the channel strike or not. Because honestly, I can see it totally getting the channel strike. If some jackass wants to do some shittery is what it is, dude. Please don't be that dick, dude. Please don't be that. If you're going to be on this channel and be listening to my thoughts, you know what I'm saying is legitimate. You know everything is true. Please don't try to fuck me with YouTube's bullshit policies. Because you're just an asshole then, and we all know you're an asshole. I don't think people will, but who knows, man. But yeah, as long as this channel's up tomorrow, I'll be doing probably the 2A cast at some point. I'll be throwing the link in the description if anybody actually wants to join it or not. We'll be discussing this more as a panel then. Biden, AWB, all that crap like that, dude. And it's interesting too, honestly, it being, Thanksgiving into Black Friday now. I think you're going to see a lot of people go out there and buy guns now. Just based on all the stuff, dude. And that's the big thing, right? Look at Obama's time period in history, dude. When he was in the presidency. That dude sold so many fucking guns for various places because he kept trying to attack Second Amendment and was like, oh, we're going to ban this, or we're going to ban that, or we're going to ban this, or we're going to ban that. And all of a sudden it's like, nope. And people were like, nah, fuck you, bro. And yeah, they went out there and bought a shit ton of guns is what it was, dude. And he became gun salesman of the month and stuff like that. Yeah, and then we're going to talk about Oregon tomorrow too, by the way, for those that haven't heard about that one. There's a lot of fuckery going on there, dude. Apparently the state of Oregon is not trying to freeze all gun sales at all. And it's like, dude, where's the gallows? Seriously. Like, bro, like at what point does that become a fucking option on the table anymore, dude? Like, seriously, that is high. That is like beyond high treason at that point, man. And the fact them fucking people ain't been removed from office at this point, it's like, dude, come on, dude, for real. Like, get off your asses, people. Do something. Fuck. Save your damn state from tyranny already, man. If you want to have a state anymore, for that matter. Like, something's gonna break, dude. And I don't know what it's gonna be, man. It's like the old Cersei Lannister saying, I choose violence. I'm not trying to choose violence, just to be clear on that one, dude. But I think that's what it's coming to for a lot of people anymore, dude. It's like, when you're kind of forcing their hands, it's like, yeah, man, like you're doing some shady shit over here that you shouldn't be allowed to do, and it's like, the fact you're still doing it, like, I don't know, man. I think there's gonna be a wall that's gonna break very soon, dude. Levee's gonna break and stuff like that. And when it does, like, there's gonna be some trouble. There's gonna be some trouble in little China, little Tokyo, man. And yeah, it's just fucking crazy, dude. But anyway, that's pretty much it for the day, though. I don't know if NEA is doing a cast later or not. I hope he does. Hell, he might be doing it right now, actually, for all fucking know. I didn't get a chance to look and see, but if he does, I don't know if I might just check that out then and do a couple things, listen to a couple things, all that kind of stuff, and then probably go to sleep after that, though. Other than that, though, that's pretty much where we're at for the day, man. Like I said, it's a bunch of shit, dude. When you have people like that Langley Outdoors guy being like, oh, what would it actually take for them to do this? Nothing, because they can't legally do it, bro. That's the entire point. They have no legal authority to push any of this shit, dude. And the fact that you keep making videos about that, trying to act as if they do, you're a fucking idiot is what it is, dude. Seriously. Which is not surprising. I mean, the fact that I've called you out multiple times on this channel in the past, because you were too stupid to take fucking 5 minutes and actually do your job as a 2A advocate and activist to actually look up what the hell was being passed in the state of Ohio. Instead, you really just take some fucking random newscaster's word for it or whatever, dude. And it's like, nah, bro, like, do the fucking legwork, for God's sakes, you lazy bastard. Seriously. But that's the problem with people, dude. They're a bunch of lazy bastards. And instead of actually doing the legwork, they really just be like, oh, no, did the work already. Did the job already. Media did it for me. No, they don't. Media sucks. You should know that, dude. They have for decades. But anyway, I digress. It is what it is, man. People are just, like I said, a bunch of lazy fuckers. And that's what I'm going to say about the end of the day. You know? Laziness is laziness and inherent and everything else like that. So if people can be lazy, they'll be lazy. And that's unfortunate that they want to be lazy. Because all it does is drag the rest of us down and make us all look like a bunch of jackasses, when in reality it's just one jackass. You know? But anyway. I don't know. Like I said, we'll be back at some point tomorrow. I'll be doing some stuff. If nothing else, if it's not on this channel, it'll be on the backup channel then. You know, I might do it on the backup channel then. Which would be I just need to do I need to change my one backup channel and just call it the network is what it is. But anyway. So if this channel ever gets channel struck or whatever the case be, I can just have that as a backup channel then. But yeah, like I said though, that's pretty much where we're at for the day. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I will be back and we'll be discussing just all kinds of shit is what it is, dude. Because there's a lot of shit to discuss. And unfortunately, the longer we go as a country, the more shit needs to be discussed. Because when you have a shitty fucking tyrannical government that doesn't actually do its job and listen to the American people and our will as their bosses, and just wants to be rogue and out of control and everything else like that, you know, sometimes you got to put it back in check, dude. Sometimes you got to knock its fucking block off. Figuratively, just so we're clear on that one, not literally. You know, obviously the literal part would be in court battles and stuff like that, it would be. But, yeah, enough is enough of this shit, dude. It's time for them to realize that they have no power. They have no legal authority to do any of this shit. And for them to fuck right off is what it is, man. And it's as simple as that, honestly. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you all in the next one.